Comfort is keeping you small. You wanted to change your career, you wanted to change your life, you wanted to start a business. Have you noticed that as soon as you decide, you get freeze. You freeze in this decision, you freeze in that moment, and you do not take any action. Give me your next few minutes and I am going to remove your fear of failure, because trust me, I've been there. I know the feeling and I know the pain that you have to suffer when you do not take an action. You are overthinking. You are worried what people are going to say. You are worried that people maybe laugh at you, or you don't want to fail publicly. Because growing up, the failure became your identity. Every time you made a mistake, you told yourself that this is who you are. You let the failure define your identity. So every time you wanted to make any decision, you wanted to make a change, the old pattern becomes loud in your brain and repeat the same mistake again and say that you failed in the past. You cannot do the same thing again. And from that example, you took failure as a wasted of time or wasted of money. All you want to do is you are only going to succeed if there is any certainty. You are not going to take an action if it is uncertain. And trust me, that thing held me back for many years in my life. I was very afraid. I was terrified looking stupid publicly. I was mortified by the fact that what people are going to say, what people are going to think when I switch my careers and I keep jumping on new things. But in that moment, this question changed everything for me. Does that really matter what they think of me? Because at the end of the day, when I look at myself in the mirror, I want to say that at least I tried. I tried that thing that I wanted to do. And that question changed everything for me. Why do I care? And why we all care what people think? And this is the biggest reason why a lot of people don't take an action on the things that they really want. You may be just a step away from your dream life, but what is holding you back is what your neighbor is going to say, what your relative is going to say. Do you think at the end of your life they are caring with you? Are you living to your own expectations, or are you living to their expectations? Think about it. Another thing that changed everything in my life now, how I see failure, is how I define failure. I reframe the word failure. For me, there is no such thing as a failure. There's always a learning and experimenting. That has changed everything. When I decided at the age of 35, I want to quit my job and I want to change my career and I wanted to redesign my life. It wasn't easy. I was frozen in the fear. But then I asked myself, it's not that bad. How about I experimented for 1 year? That term experiment changed everything. It's not a die situation. At the end of the day, if things doesn't work out, I will learn a lot and I can always find a new job. And that what changed everything for me. Changing the narrative. What do you say to yourself? When you are freezing in that moment, ask yourself, what worse could happen? If you wanted to start your YouTube channel and you've frozen what people are going to say, record a video. And just tell yourself that you are only experimenting for 1 year. You wanted to start a business. Say yourself, you're just doing this for an experiment because you wanted to try it. When we start to take things more experimental, when we reframe the word failure, everything changes. Ask yourself in this moment, what is the one decision that you wanted to make? What is holding you back? What is that fear that is not letting you take that action? It could be quitting a job. It could be starting a business. It could be quitting a relationship. What worse will happen? But despite that, tell yourself, what if I just take a one action at a time? You do not have to plan everything. Just tell yourself that you are experimenting. You're in a bad relationship. You're thinking there's no way out. But what if you tell yourself, what if I find a better relationship? You are in a worst job of your life, but every single day you are scared to go for a new job? What if you find your dream job? What if your business idea that you have, that you're contemplating, what if that one business idea will change your life? How your world will look like? When I ask these questions, these really help me to take that one tiny action. I told myself, if I don't move, then nothing is going to change. Then don't come here and complain that you wanted to change your life, but you cannot do it. The answer to this is you have to take an action despite being in fear. But this 7-day experiment that I'm going to give you is a great tool if you have never taken risk in your life. Set next 7 days, you are going to take a micro risk. If you're worried about public speaking, go record a video. You don't have to post it, just record it. Next, if you have never posted online, go post online. Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever. Go and post your story on Instagram or LinkedIn, even if you feel fearful. If you wanted to launch a business, take a tiny step today. Any decision, whatever you want to take an action, just one tiny action matters. Next time when you walk in a meeting, share your idea. Despite feeling fearful, despite feeling that people are going to judge or laugh at you, share your idea. People are disrespecting you and you're not responding to them. Take this challenge. Set your clear boundary. Tell that person how you feel when they disrespect you. I challenge you to do this exercise for next 7 days. Because every time when you take a tiny risk, you tell your brain that you are much brave than you think. And if you are really brave today, go in the comment section and tell me, what is the one fear that is holding you back? What is the one thing that you are wanting to achieve in your life? But what is that fear? What is that word? Tell me in the comment section and I will reply back to you. And the next is how you can detach from fear. Fear is nothing but a feeling. Write down, what do you feel in your body? Is it the money loss that you're worried about if you take that action and you quit your job? Is it the fear of judgment? It is the people gonna laugh at you, or is it just what people are going to say about you? And the most important thing is acknowledge that. Write that thing down. Is when you record a video, when you post your idea on the social media, you're worried about what people are going to think about you, that people are going to make fun of you. Write down, acknowledge it. By acknowledging that feeling, you're telling your body it's okay to feel fear, but still take the action. Because if you stay frozen, you are never going to change. If you don't change anything, nothing will happen. At the end of the day, what other things doesn't matter. What you think matters the most. When end of the life, when you leave the earth, nobody is going to remember you. Nobody. If you are thinking, only 2 generations will remember you. The generation that is ahead of you and the generation that is behind you. And that's it. Then why do you care that what people think matters to you? You deserve to redesign your life. You deserve to become successful in your life. It's your life. You need to take an action about it. If you ask any successful person, if they get stuck in this fear of failure, how they will be able to achieve anything in their life. And I did the same thing. I ask every single day to myself, at the end of the day, what matters to me? Is my goals? Is the life that I want? Or what people are going to say? And that changed everything for me. If you found this video helpful, you are going to enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching.